Hello there, namaste, and welcome back to another spiritualistic pick a card reading. Today we are channeling a message from Agartha, and I am very excited to announce that today's video is in collaboration with the beautiful, gorgeous, amazing Lexi the Leo. So please go check out Lexi's channel, and she is going to be channeling Lemuria. So these are going to be intertwining messages, so whenever you are done over here, go check out her video over there, and vice versa. And please take a moment to center your energy and take a deep breath, allowing the energy to run up your spine. And if you will, imagine vines rolling up your feet, up your legs, up your kundalini. And as you exhale, allow yourself to come into clear knowing which group or groups has a message in it for you. On the left here, we have group 1 with crystal light. In the center, we have group 2 rooted with gratitude. And on the right, we have group 3 with Divine Detour. Now, as always, the description box is going to have the timestamps as well as any other information you could want from me, and it also has your link to Lexi's reading. So please go ahead and tap into both of these energies. I think it will be very beautiful for some instinctual and ancestral and just good old-fashioned healing and enlightenment. So without further ado, here is your message from Agartha, and I will see you at your reading. Namaste. Hi there, Group 1. Namaste. Welcome to your channeled message from Agartha. You selected the first group with crystal light. Now, Agartha would like to speak to you primarily about your self-expression and your ability to see things that are largely unseen. Now, it's no coincidence that you selected the Crystal Light card, as with Crystal Healing Light or Crystalline Blueprints, Crystal Light, this is an ability in and of itself to tap into the beyond, in a sense that is beyond what we normally would perceive as being the end-all be-all. Now, this is not only a very powerful healing and transmuting energy, but it is also an energy of manifestation and of creation in and of itself. This is an inherent beauty, an inherent energy that is compressed and refined into golden healing light, which then gets refracted out again into regular colorful light. Think of it like what is in the inverse of a rainbow, on the other side of the light, the dark, and the space. Now, it's very interesting that you selected this pile, and Agartha wants to come through to ask you to be more gentle on yourself when it comes to what it is that you're manifesting. It's interesting because they want to let you know that your self-expression during this lifetime is very, very important. And it's not that you don't know or feel this, but primarily that they want to bring to your attention that you have the ability to manifest anything, and you may as well enjoy the process. Now, it's very interesting that you selected Crystal Light, they're saying it again, because this indicates that you have reached a significant point in your evolutionary journey, in your spiritual journey. You may notice that as a human being, of course, you are tapped into the cosmos, you are tapped into the fullness of your being, as it pertains to a larger part than just your physical vessel. You might notice that you are a channel, or that you are easily able to bridge or create a portal between different realms. This, of course, is not an accident, but it is also very important that you maintain your unique sense of self-expression. There is a healthy balance required between the two, but with Crystal Light, there's an indication that you are here as a manifester or a generator, or just as a human person, in order to create things that have never been created before in this realm. And it's interesting, they're emphasizing in this realm. Now, they are saying, of course, you know your heart is a portal, but they would like for you to actually tap into some of the darker energies in your heart and allow yourself to unfold and refract them until they find light, until they find that static kind of energy, so that you can not only transmute these into a higher vibration, because there's an energy here where they're almost indicating that this is not a wound, but it's instead a compressed energy that wants to be unfolded, because there's something here that can be created. And in unfolding this energy, you are actually unfolding a part of your destiny into this current space-time continuum, which is very interesting. So that was Agartha's message for you off of the first card. So let me go ahead and pull your tarot cards. So, wowza, okay. Ace of Swords just flew out, literally flew out. And they're telling me not to take it, but you saw it, okay? You have access to a lot of truth here, okay? A lot of truth. You might be a reader, a channel, you could be sensitive to energies, you could be very interested in ancient histories. There is definitely an indication here that Agartha wants you to, they're saying keep looking and keep unfolding. Everything that you find externally that hits a bell for you, you will find internally, and there will be an opportunity to unfold it. Alternatively, everything that you are able to find internally, that you try to, everything you find internally and you unfold, you will be able to find evidence of this externally, and you will know where to look. Okay, there's an indication that one is almost incomplete without the other. They coexist. That doesn't mean that one does or does not exist. In fact, they both do. But there's an indication of knowing where to look or knowing what to look for so that you are able to put together unique pieces of the puzzle. Okay. Okay, messages from Agartha to group number 1, please. Wow. This is, they're almost telling me you don't need me to be doing this, but they're happy to tap in this way anyway. You have the 3 of Swords and the Princess of Cups. Interesting. Here's that energy that is within your heart. Okay, an energy of restriction, but it's balanced in your human vessel in this sense. And this seems like it's an antithesis, but it's not. Why? Because we have 7 and we have 10. And the difference between that is 3, of course, 3 of Swords, expression. Expression and creation of something that lies beneath this, lies beneath the surface. Just like when we tap into Agartha. Okay. This is going to be a very grounded, very heart-centered, also air and matter-ruled realm, okay, where you're able to actually tap into this and unfold many, many truths. Some of you may have past lives, okay, they're showing me tree people, they're showing me werewolves, okay, they're also showing me, Nephilim, okay, giants. There may be some of you that resonate or remember with having past lives in, they're saying Tartary as well. Oh, wow. Okay. Somewhere that would have existed either within the realm or the gates of Agartha, or somewhere where there is now a safe haven through a passageway through Agartha. Okay, so take that however it resonates, if it resonates. 3 of Swords with the Princess of Cups. I'm looking at how these cards fell here. Okay, so I'll flip this over first. No, they said no. We have the 9 of Swords, which presented itself first, and it is going in this direction. This is letting me know that there is a question, you used to question in the past, what you are meant to do. Or there's something about how do you find freedom of expression, knowing the things that you do. Okay, you have a lot of occult or ancient knowledge within you, and there's something here that they really want you to approach. Okay, they want you to stand on this, is what they're saying. Also, there's an indication that the more that you do this, the more that your heart opens up, the more that you are able to create and unfold, but also the more I'm hearing far gone, you kind of feel, okay, in a beautiful sense though. This is, if you take a step in that direction, you take 3 steps forward, it now gets a little bit harder to look back or turn around, okay? And they're aware of this, and they would like to acknowledge this and validate this feeling, and they want you to know you are only human, okay? They want you to know this is beautiful, this is perfect, you are intended to be here, but there is this element here where you are noticing that all of that stress, all of that anxiety, these were really pre-manifestation jitters, but of your soul, of your psyche, of your subconscious, of parts of you that you decided before you incarnated to manifest that you are inherently aware of, okay? You incarnated with particular information, with particular desires that may be less than comfortable for the maybe ancestral line you were born into. They may be less than comfortable for your the place that you were born and incarnated into. Now this is part of the healer's journey. You must be able to walk through either ostracism or be able to walk through the exact antithesis of your mission, what you are here to do. And this is not comfortable. This leads towards stress, but there are 2 types of stress. There is negative stress and there is eustress. And this energy of compressed, fuzzy tension, this active energy, okay, they want you to look at it and they want you to start unfolding it, okay? It's not meant to be entirely shrunk. It's not meant to be entirely released. It's meant to be unfolded piece by piece so that you can actually see and understand every single particle and why you selected to place it here. Interesting. Now they're saying I can flip over this King of Cups that wanted to pop out earlier, and he's sliding right under my best friend here, the Petrified Wood. Okay. Okay, they're telling me I can pull the rest of the cards, so I'll go ahead and do this. We have Temperance at the back of the deck, and oh, not an even number of cards falling out. Fortitude, Knight of Cups, the Sun, the Ace of Pentacles, and to balance everything out, we have the King of Pentacles right here, and this wants to hang out over here with the King of Cups, so I'll put him over here. Okay. Group 1. Agartha would like, again, to tap into your self-expression and your ability to unfold certain truths. There's an over-analysis of your current realm going on in your mind. You might feel a bit of pressure. You might feel a bit of a need to explain or express things in a certain way, or you might feel the need to have a roundabout way of saying what it is you're trying to say. They're saying don't. They challenge you. They challenge you to continue to push this energy forward, up out of this folded energy in your heart and out your throat chakra, unabashedly. They want you to say it as it is. Now, there might be areas where you feel the need to explain or where you feel the need to beat around the bush. Do not do this. The reason for this is because this is not only part of your lesson, of your life, but also of your soul. And this is something here that Agartha wishes that they had the power to do for themselves, which they do, but it is existent in another realm, another time, or they are utilizing you as a vessel in order to do this. They want you to know that you have been strong long enough and that this chapter of your life is now over. You get to have a little bit more creative ability in your life, creative accountability, and this is where they are drawing you towards your inherent manifestation abilities. You're very much aware that you can speak almost anything into existence, and when they say almost, they are also aware that this is only a limitation of your own mind. I want you to know that there are certain things that are within your heart that are there for a reason, and that you are drawn towards certain people for a particular reason. Look at the people in your life from a different perspective. See who has the ability to go deeper. See who has the ability to move slower. See who has the ability to move faster. All of these will take up traits of the previous being that they were last time you knew them. They would like you to tap more strongly into this, not just knowing that there was a community alongside one another in a past, present, future parallel life, however that resonates with you, but they want you to actually allow yourself to wear this fully, wear this proudly. There is something here where they are challenging you. They are asking you to normalize ethereal energy more in this realm, because this in and of itself will tap humanity, tap Earth's collective in towards the connectivity of all. They're saying people have the ability to connect with the trees, to listen to them, to have conversations with the systems of the trees in the forest, to understand what it is that the birds are singing, to fully feel the emotions of an insect or a reptile. And they would like for you to normalize the parts of society that you were born taught to shut out, so that you are able to actually unfold and expand this energy on a large scale. This is separate but congruent to your soul mission. And the reason for this is because it's time for you to have a new beginning that serves you more, not only physically, but also emotionally. Your intuition is very, very strong, and you do have phenomenal healing capabilities. You are being shown, or have recently been shown, a sense of energy healing that is new to you. Now, this can be an ancient form of healing. This can be energy work. There is something that has been re-shown to you. This is something you are a master of in a past life. They would like you to utilize all of these little pieces that you are putting together of the puzzle and find that one common access point. This is going to be your soul's mission. This is going to be your purpose. This is going to be something that is available only to you. This is going to be that center point that allows something to unfold, but it's going to be the stem that you're blossoming out of. There's an element here of searching for freedom, okay? Searching for mental freedom, social freedom, or freedom from societal norms. And they want you to know that the bolder that you stand in this truth, the more you're going to be able to find people that resonate with you. They're very much aware of the fact that you are surrounded by some beautiful, loving people, especially at this current moment in time. And they're also not discounting plants and animals, as well as they are saying that they are sure that you would not do that either. But there's also an indication that you know that there's something that you are on the brink of, and for this you would be correct. It is not your job to move towards this, but in fact your job to unfold it from within. You might notice that you feel a bit more grounded, a bit more ethereal, or that you are kind of balancing out these energies of seeding your vibration into your physical vessel, but in a way that almost allows you to ground more firmly. Here, they would like you to tap into your soul star chakra and your earth star chakra and allow you to balance these two out. Find a polarization larger than between the root and the crown by expanding it out each by one chakra. There is an indication here. They're saying that they exist in a realm that would be vibrationally between what we would consider the root and the earth star chakra. It's very important that you allow yourself to feel these energies in between. Feel the channels between your chakras. Feel the energies in between distinct energies. These transitional energies are each a unit of their own and deserve to be identified as such. For some of you, that is a clue as to what to do on your next healing journey or energy work journey. Okay. They are aware that you are interested in rearranging or increasing your financial abundance in some way. They would like you not to worry, and Agartha is saying that if you tap into them more, they will actually be able to allow you to fulfill this, because they will be able to help you tap into the vibration where your material abundance is based upon not the health of Earth or your ability to work, but instead the inherent abundance that comes from being a part of the universe. And Agartha does work very, very closely with the Earth realm. In fact, it is weaved within and alongside it. Therefore, they'll be able to show you how to tap into different versions and different levels of abundance energetically very easily and almost instantaneously. So do not give this the benefit of the doubt, or do give this the benefit of the doubt, and do not fear or stress about your situation when it comes to freedom of expression, your freedom or your expression. Notice that they mentioned all three things here. There's freedom, expression, and freedom of expression, okay? They are different, but they are the same. They would like you to look at the energies in between, okay? Temperance at the back of the deck. You do have guides from Agartha. Some of you are aware of this, some of you are not. Some of you are aware that you have guides that are extra otherworldly, I'll say. Some of you are aware you have guides that are otherworldly, that are with you. And a lot of times you may not be aware of where they come from. Some of you might be trying to place them in past, present, or future timelines of Earth, or trying to find a particular place where they come from. Agartha is saying that they are a home to all. They are a safe haven. There is a reason why Agartha is said to be within, okay? Regardless of what you believe or what has been found, it means within. If you look within yourself, within anything, you will be able to tap into Agartha. This is the transitional energy. This is the area in between, the area within the in-between. They would like you to tap into this, and you'll be able to find a beautiful, miraculous world full of all of these beings that have been guiding you for a long time, and they will be more than happy to welcome you into their home, should you choose to ask. For they will never drag you in, and they will never openly invite you if you are not openly energetically comfortable and initiate it yourself. Okay. They want you to follow your heart more. There are some things in your life right now where you are avoiding them a bit because you are afraid they're going to cause you pain. And they would like you to know that pain is subjective to the experiencer, just like time and space. And they're almost chuckling a little bit when they say space and time, and that's awesome. They would like you to look at the past, and they would like you to identify the common factors between the situation you're currently in and the situations that were similar to this that caused you pain in the past. The energy that caused you pain, that was the commonality for this repeat, is no longer in your life, but this is an opportunity to experience the same situation without the pain behind it, okay? But if you expect it, your mind creates your reality, so be cautious with that as well. Know that the only things that you do not see or understand are the only things that you have a blindfold on that you have placed there yourself, either consciously or subconsciously. Agartha lies mainly within your subconscious vibrationally, but they'd like you to understand that you do have conscious access to this as well. It's very important when you tap in that you allow yourself to release trance-like or theta waves in order to tap into this. This is not because they are manipulating your subconscious. This is not because they are inaccessible to your conscious mind, but it is because of the depth and the speed. It is because of the sine wave of their vibration of their realm, okay? And they'd like you to understand that when you tap into this realm, you might feel a little bit overtly grounded. You might feel a little bit overtly spiritual, okay? If you are noticing that you tap into Agartha and you feel a little bit dizzy, or you feel like you need a little more water, or you need to go outside barefoot, or take a moment to ground yourself, this is very normal, and this happens a lot when people are first getting their Agartha feet, which is what they're saying. They want you to know that you can manifest anything that you would like in this world, and that you know exactly what that is as well. Allow yourself to reduce the mindset or the external narratives that would create a veil over what it is you truly think, how it is you truly feel, and what it is you truly desire, because you are really capable of manifesting anything, regardless of how it sounds or how it looks or what you were taught to believe. Now, there's a lot of subjectivity when it comes to right or wrong and possible and impossible, and they're saying all of it is right and all of it is wrong. Drop this, release this. Allow yourself to tap into a land, tap into the world, tap into an area where you are made up of vines, where you are the impossible, where you are tapping into a world where all of the creatures that you were taught have to exist scientifically, but also cannot exist scientifically. That area in between, what is the commonality there? Allow yourself to tap into that. You have very good access to this, and there's an indication here that there's something about languages that would be beneficial for you to tap into as well. They're showing me the Hebrew languages and the sounds, and they're also showing me the Sanskrit language and the sounds, okay? And also the shapes, the specific shapes. They're also showing me Hangul, okay? There's something about why we put the certain sounds behind the shapes that we do. And this might be subconscious, but they're saying that there's more of a hand that they have to play in this than one would like to believe, and that there's something there for you to look into as well. Now, when you tap into this energy, there's a certain book or books or reference or resource that is coming into mind, or is kind of tapping on your aura a little bit. It's because there's something for you to learn or something for you to relearn or reassess by tapping into this. Okay, they have placed particular information in front of you. They have placed this message in front of you, all at particular times, so that they click when they were meant to. You are now given the opportunity to reassess something with a new perspective, knowing where the source is, knowing where the capability is, and do not negate for a moment how real Agartha is. Now, you might tap into your dream realm and consider it to be false or not real, but you are also very much aware that it is very real, otherwise you would not be capable of experiencing it. It is very much the same way for Agartha. They would love for you to be curious enough, for you to be bold enough, for you to be challenged enough, for you to unfold those pieces within you that you are almost afraid to look at, to believe the impossible, to achieve the impossible, and to go after what it is that you truly desire, regardless of what realm you're even walking in right now. There is nothing that is impossible. You can always connect with anything and anyone at any time. And always believe in yourself and believe in the universe, because some things are out of your hands, but really, at the end of the day, they're not. Agartha really, really wants you to remember your own strength, remember who you are, and tap into what it is that you desire. There's a deep warrior within you that wants to come out and knows exactly how to portray it. Unfortunately, it needed to be utilized in a survival mechanism to reawaken this in this lifetime. Now, you have all of this strength, all of this capacity, all of this information, all of this ability, and you are in a place where you are choosing, you desire to be soft and gentle and love and loving. But that is not wrong, that is not what to do. However, there is a lot of strength within you that is capable of now being unfolded and refracted beyond compression into crystalline light. Tap back into your source. Tap back into your crystalline blueprint, your crystalline DNA. Ask your subconscious mind to send you messages. Utilize that pendulum, or utilize that audio recording mechanism on your iPhone. Whatever this is, allow yourself to channel yourself and find the other places that you've been that you are having a hard time looking at, because there is something there and you know that there is, and now it's finally time for you to reapproach this. Wear this boldly, wear this proudly, because you are going to allow others to feel safe to express those parts of themselves. You're going to be surprised and also very happy to look around and see that when you express that one thing that everybody's been afraid to express, that one thing that you feel uncomfortable with, that nobody else will resonate with, when you look around, you're going to notice that everybody around you starts waking up and saying, "Oh, me too." And this will create a ripple effect that more firmly strengthens Earth into the new Earth vibration. And of course, we are all for the ascension of the Earth's vibration into the 5th dimension. However, there is an in-between that we wish to ascend as well. So it's very important not to detach the Earth from the 5th dimension or overly force the Earth vibration into the 5th dimension, because we would like for you to polarize not only the root and the crown, but the Earth star and the soul star. That way all memory is retained, all realms are retained in this grand ascension process. If you understand what we are saying, you know exactly what to do. And if you don't, it's okay. Breathe, relax, and know that this will be unfolded before you to understand in the coming weeks or months. You already have everything that you need in front of your face, and you already have all the abilities that you need and then some. There's no longer a need to be resourceful, but there is a need to shake this energy up a little bit in order to get it off of you. Know that you already are everything you've always wanted to be, and that even on a subconscious level, you are even more than you are giving yourself credit for, because you have fulfilled dreams that you have not even yet awakened to, because they are stored in your soul, stored in your blueprint, stored in your your mainframe. There's a new beginning that is awaiting for you, and you've been able to pick up on this for a while. You might be picking up on these pre-manifestation jitters, on these bringing something into fruition jitters. Do not misconstrue fuzzy energy being shaken up for stress. Allow yourself to tune into the vibrations of this, zoom in, and find the individual particles that are making this up. Sure, there are things that are bouncing around that are creating movement, but don't allow yourself to feel it as stress. Allow yourself to zoom in, take a deep breath, and slow down the time, slow down your experience of space. You are the one who gets to alter this with your mind, and never forget this. You have vast abilities beyond what you're currently giving yourself credit for, even though there's a part of you that is already fully awakened and capable of using this more. Allow this to be the case, and do not be afraid, because you will find that you are far from the only one that is experiencing any of these things. It is only that somebody has to stand up first. They're showing me the end of Dead Poet Society when they all stand on their desks and they say, "Oh, Captain, my Captain." If energy, if vibration, if source, if the universe is "Oh, Captain, my Captain," be the first one to stand up on the desk. Do it because it honors you authentically. Do not worry about being followed, for that is not the reason. But know that as soon as you stand up in your truth, it will flip over every single stone around you. Every single stone. Your ability to awaken yourself and those around you, your ability to draw ascended and new energy into your surroundings is awakening a grand master, an ancient grand master within you, and that of all of those around you. Do not underestimate yourself, and know that there is no accident or no coincidence when it comes to the people that are currently in your life, especially the ones that seemingly shouldn't be there. The only reason for this is that there's another little particle that you still have to unfold, a little bit deeper to dive. And this is not a task we are even giving to you. This is something we are asking you to have faith in, and again, know that you will have clarity in the coming weeks to months. You are beautiful, you are loved, you are intentional, as intentional gets. Do not worry, do not be difficult on yourself, do not be hard on yourself, do not worry. Allow yourself to notice the patterns and see that when something approaches for a fourth time, it is because you have broken the cycle of pain. So allow yourself to embrace what should have been, what would have been, what could have been if you didn't get hurt by that energy the first time. Recognize it for what it is, not what you were taught to believe it is. And, again, find that space in between. It is so much more important than you think. And this is your ability, this is your leverage spot right here. One last thing. Do not be afraid of the way that you are perceived by others. Do not let others get into your mind right now. You are future forward, you are future thinking. You are very much incarnate in a way that is very ancient and very future at the same time. They say the past and the future is encoded in the present moment, and that is very much true. In fact, you are the axis point. Do not be afraid to have ancient knowledge. Do not be afraid to be future forward, for you are a very, very pivotal part of the incarnation of Earth, of the universe experiencing itself right now. You are as intentional as it gets, and never forget that. Give yourself more credit. Stand up. Okay, group 1, that is your channeled message from Agartha. I hope this helps shed love, light, and clarity on your situation. And please go check out Lexi's channeled messages from Lemuria. The description box is going to have the link to that right there. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this beautiful realm. Namaste. Hello, group 2. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here today, and welcome to your channeled message from Agartha. It has come to our attention that you selected the reading with gratitude, and this is beautiful. Agartha would like you to know that they see that your roots are planted very, very deeply, and that there is somewhat of an effort to uproot yourself. This is not an accident, but it's also not entirely correct. And the reason for this is merely gratitude for the present moment, gratitude for where you're at. You're being taught to see things from a different perspective, one that embodies the connectivity of all, from a vantage point beyond where you're currently at. Although Agartha is also validating that you are able to see the connectivity through everything, and that there is a reason that you feel like you would like to uproot yourself. And they'll explore this with you in a moment. Do not underestimate the value of gratefulness. Agartha would like to remind you that everything is exactly as it should be, and that sometimes you have to be experiencing perceived discomfort in order for you to actually heal something all the way. There is an element to healing where sometimes you will experience pain, or you will experience numbness or tingling, or perhaps the desire to move or scurry about, whether it's a body part, an emotion, a thought process, or spiritual. And this indicates that something is being healed in a way that is being processed by your highly intelligent and conscious body, by your highly intelligent and conscious soul, and the universe around it. There is an element of you learning and releasing simultaneously. You've recently come through an important intersection in your life, and Agartha is commending your due diligence in staying on your path, for many would not have had the fortitude it takes to continue walking past a certain point. They're bringing up elements of fear or shyness or hesitation, and they're indicating that your ability, your determination and willingness to stand strong in your knowledge that the universe is perfect, and that if you continue forward, you continue onward, everything will continue to be as it should be, the way that it always has been. This is allowing you to open up to a deeper, more beautiful sense of gratitude, and a deeper, more beautiful sense of unconditional love. I'd like to remind you at this point that Lexi is channeling a message from Lemuria, and I feel that some of you will definitely have messages over there. So please go check that out after you have finished your message here. The link is in the description box. There is something that you have learned the hard way that you would like to teach others to walk through in a less experiential basis. And Agartha would like to remind you that one of the best ways to learn something is by experience. There is a reason for tactical action, and there is a reason for free will. However, there is also a reason for illusion and the deceptivity of the human perspective. Now, there is a commonality between all things that you are tapped into, which allows you to see more deeply, more perceptively, more truthfully, and more willfully than perhaps those around you at this time, or a large portion of the people in your surroundings, or just the beings of your surroundings as well. There's an indication that you may be a strong channeler or remote viewer or energy healer. They're showing me somebody who can understand what the birds are saying, who can pick up on abilities and skills that different plants and animals share that have not yet been tactically discovered, but you're able to tap in with them and resonate and look into that creature's eyes or resonate with its energy in a way where there is mutual understanding, similarly to when two people lock eye contact and are able to know that they're at a common understanding. You have this sense of being oneness with the universe, and Agartha is saying, welcome. They've opened their gates to you, and this particular group, they've watched you explore many different realms, many different ways of being, many different healing modalities, many different belief systems. They've watched you explore this realm through action, through curiosity, through belief, through integrity, for a very long time now, for a large portion of your life. And Agartha wants to show their gratitude for you in your ability to maintain a central vantage point, a central perspective, in a way that always comes back to source, divine bliss, divine love, gratitude. And they're saying that this is a superpower of yours, and they would like to present gratitude towards you. And they will be making this known to you in a more tangible way in the near future. Agartha wants you to know that they are grateful that you are leading others to them whether it's through your intention or not. Because there are many who seek, less who find, and even less who practice the determination that it takes in order to sustain these energies. Those who are called do not always answer, and those who answer do not always take action, and those who take action do not always stay the course. Some get lost or caught up with sightseeing different sites along the way. Some get caught up in different realms, and you have this ability to continue to come back to center, to continue to find that source blueprint in everything. And this is what Agartha is about. This is what they represent. And many will explore the realm through curiosity or through seeking for information about past lives, present lives, future lives, ancient societies, ancient cultures, mythical beings, mythical truths. And while all of these are discoverable in this place, it takes a true seeker of source connection in order to fully comprehend not only what it is that is being experienced, but why this is what is being experienced. And the common thread here is gratitude. Grateful for the burdens. Gratitude for the burdens. Gratitude for making those perfect moves, even when you are unsure of how they could be perfect. Gratitude for your ability to hold empathy and compassion and your connectivity between all things. This is really what they want to tap into today, your connectivity. There is something that makes you inherently unique, as you are uniquely manifested in your own body with your own streamline of consciousness at this current moment. And in and of itself, it's a miracle that you and Agartha are connecting through me, even in this moment. Something beautiful to be grateful for. They would like to speak some truths to you today about you finding your divine and conscious happiness through this physical vessel. There's an indication of a sense of nostalgia or FOMO, fear of missing out, when it comes to perhaps another period of time, another realm, another time being. You might resonate with being a starseed. You might resonate very strongly with another realm or with another lifetime of yours. Now, there is a reason for this, and don't discount or discredit the importance of this tie, because this will be the next string that you tug on to unfold the next chapter of your life. There's connectivity here too, and this is not something to be released just yet. Although you are aware that it will need to happen eventually, you are at the place where you are utilizing this as a skill or a tool to unfold the potential timelines and possibilities in order to maintain your unique connection with Source, with connectivity, and even with Agartha. They've been watching you for some time, seek truth, make choices of a higher vibration, and deal with pains and struggles that are natural when it comes to dealing with this realm. And they've watched you come out on top in a way that allows you to find personal freedom through the present moment, through within. You may be a very strong energy worker, energy healer, energy transmuter. In fact, they're not saying you may be, they're saying that you are, regardless of your level of awareness at this current moment in time. Some of you may be aware of your energy healing abilities, and others of you have yet to awaken to them. Agartha would like to share with you some information that you'll be able to use on the next leg of your journey. Everything and everyone is truly trying their hardest at what is going to be separate consciously, but not separate subconsciously. The more you are able to tap into divine balance, see the sky as your father, the earth as your mother, the moon as your grandmother, space as your grandfather, tapping into your cosmic heritage will allow you to also plant deeper and healthier roots. There's an indication here of wanting to uproot or shake up your roots. Now, this is beautiful, and this has been brought to you individually precisely at this moment for a reason. You are healing and strengthening your roots, and what that looks like is going to be different for each and every one of you. You are learning a lot of truths. You have learned a lot of difficult truths throughout your lifetime, and you are starting to notice that you are able to work through and grow through and almost any energy that is presented to you. In fact, every energy that is presented to you, not almost. Your ability to find gratitude in everything is your superpower. Your ability to have compassion and empathy is your superpower, but that is for you. You are allowed to keep this energy towards yourself. That is your gift. Just because you experience something beautiful and amazing and blissful that you are grateful for does not mean that others will appreciate it in the same way at the same time in their body in that incarnation. There are many blessings and gifts that are on their way for you, and they're meant to be for you and you alone. They're picking up on a tendency here for you to want to pay it forward. As soon as you get some beautiful energy, you want to share it. As soon as you open up to a new healing modality, you wish to help others using this. And this is beautiful and indeed part of your purpose. But you're being asked to detach from this just a bit. The reason being that there is still another path ahead of you that is entirely still unseen to you, that you are unaware of, although you have already started walking the path towards this chapter. You have entered into a new period of life that is heavily bound and connected to light. Now, this is glorious and this is beautiful. And Agartha would like to remind you that the deeper that you tap in to Source, the deeper you tap into cosmic energies, the deeper you will be able to tap into earthly energies as well, such as Agartha, such as Lemuria, such as Atlantis, such as other collectives that live in, amongst, and around the earth. There is a bit of a collective wound when it comes to tapping into things such as Agartha or Lemuria or Atlantis, and this comes as no surprise. However, you opening this up through a place without fear, a place fully embodying gratitude, bliss, love, honesty, purity, and intellect is something that they are very grateful for you for, because this heals an energetic tie, an energetic portal, an energetic, they're almost saying chakra, between the humanity collective and the connective of everything beyond the veil, of inner earth, of Agartha, Shambhala, Lemuria, etc. You are helping so many to find divine happiness and bliss in the future by allowing yourself to keep that for yourself right now. They are encouraging you to focus on yourself. I'm hearing prasana, self-satisfaction, self-fulfillment. Not in a way that doesn't allow you to give, but in a sense that your intention is, they're saying, svadhyaya, self-study, self-examination. Through the perfection and embodiment and enlightenment, activation, ascension of self, you will be able to live your highest vibrational life. You will be able to experience the best and deepest forms of your own desires, your own fulfillment, your own bliss, and your own gratitude in a way that energetically alters every single thing that you are around. Allow yourself to stand firmly as the domino, for when you pass, when you fall over, there will be several more dominoes affected by this than you are currently aware of. They're drawing attention to the fact that you are aware of which domino you are, and you're aware of what the full picture that the dominoes falling, creating, will have. But there is a sense of creating comfort and ease with these energies in between. This may have to do with your own personal string or line of reincarnations. We understand that this is a relative topic that might be difficult for some to comprehend, whereas others cling to this. It is entirely subjective and relative. While it is true that we are all interconnected, this is exactly how we all experience reincarnation. And it's also exactly how you are only yourself at this present moment. It is a beautiful divine paradox, and neither is right or wrong. But there is a reason that you feel strong connections towards certain people, places, things, time periods, beings, entities, cultures. Because these, in some way, shape, or form, are an active reincarnation of something that aligns with your consciousness. This is, in some way, shape, or form, a current and active reincarnation of something connected to your consciousness. You, such as everything. Allow yourself to continue following your curiosities from the heart center. Be grateful for the opportunity to do such in the first place. You have mastered a lot more than you are currently aware of, and you are leading by example. You are not meant to be a teacher, but an example. There are several lessons that you have surpassed, and several that lie in front of you. And as you pass through these with flying colors, might we add, you will notice how many times you have taken the high road, how many options you had to live a different life, that you continued to follow your divinely led instinct towards what it is that you were meant to do on your highest vibrational timeline. You took the hard road, or the higher vibrational road. You took the road of gratitude, of love, of decision, of intuition, of creation, of manifestation, more times than you took the road of ease, or of allowing yourself to get caught up in the illusion of difficulty and pain and suffering within this realm. Agartha has something that they would like to share with you, and uniquely you, that they would like for you to experience on your own, for and with yourself, keeping it primarily to yourself. Because there is a connection point between you and them, you and they, that they would like to open up. And for me to channel it here would be negating your own personal connection there. And this is a general reading. There are a lot of changes that are occurring in your personal life and within your aura, and you're very much aware of this. Your inner child is currently leaping for joy and frolicking, and remembering is a very key word they would like to bring up. You're remembering things that your inner child remembered, and anything that would be connected to your throat chakra. They're showing me the throat chakra and the thyroid and the spleen meridian is being cleared and cleansed at this point in time. So if you notice yourself drinking extra water, being hyper or hypoactive through your exercise, switching up anything that has to do with these energies, feeling randomly frustrated, or feeling a strange aversion in your back right side between your solar plexus and heart chakra, know that this is in the process of divine healing, and that you don't have to understand everything. Do know that this is a process of change and connecting to a version of health and memory that your inner child had imprinted upon them that was beautiful and filled with wellness. There's something that your inner child connected to, directly connecting with Agartha, that you are reopening up to the magic of. Don't underestimate the magic of the realm that you're currently in. Don't underestimate the magic of yourself and your own capabilities. And don't underestimate the power of manifestation, particularly through gratitude and the seeking of divine love, divine union, divine source. In the past, you may have needed to set up a boundary between yourself and the open portal between Agartha, Shambhala, Shangri-La, Lemuria, Atlantis. Now, you are now aware what the reason for this is, and they're saying to check the realm of the Fae, the fairies, for clues or hints pertaining to you individually. And I felt an energy rush opening up through my heart chakra. Okay, there's something here that you closed out a while ago. And as you open back up to magic, you're able to see that this was divinely intervened, and that you being able to step both out of and then back into this is in and of itself part of the heritage that you are leaving behind on this realm. There's something that you faced the mere reflection of: belief and disbelief, ability and lack of ability, knowledge and lack thereof. There is something divinely paradoxical relating to magic that you have walked through scientifically and ethereally, experiencing both the abundance and lack of this energy. Agartha would like to open up their magic to you once more and show you, if you will allow, providing energetic consent, they would like to work through you and show you different ways that you're able to alter this realm and bring it into a higher vibration, utilizing colors, crystal light, fun, play, childlike wonder, magic, and healing. There's some sort of connectivity or realm that you had access to when you were a child. And Agartha is saying, remember this and remember us. Because there is an indication here that at some point in your life you would have had merely a foot in this realm and another foot in Agartha. As you open up your energy channels and you start to notice that everything that is within your being that had been blocked or had an obstacle there or had been a bit of a pain or a lesson for you to walk through, you'll notice on this group particularly, each thing has or will open you up to a magical realm. You might notice that kink in your neck was your connection to Sirius. You might notice that difficulty in your right wrist was your connection to Orion or Mintaka. You might notice that your left shoulder, the pain in your aura there, that compression, was opening you up to Agartha. And you might notice that a bit of the shakiness or obstruction you felt in your right lower leg connected you with Inner Earth or the fairy realm. Allow yourself to be shown your own truth and the truth of existence, the truths of the universe and this particular realm, without bias, without judgment, without preperceived notions about what one can, should, or will, or possibly could be. Because there is no such thing as impossible. And Agartha is living, breathing proof of this. The more you are tapped into the fact that nothing is impossible, the more you will be connected with the realm of Agartha, and the more you will see and feel and be able to work with its magic and its energy throughout your day-to-day life. And they are encouraging you to tap into this. There's a reason why there is a bit of a fear amongst some more close-minded people when it comes to the realm of Agartha. And you'll notice that this directly parallels a misconstrued fear of the occult, or ethereality, or spirituality, or even religion, or even God. Nothing is impossible. Not even your ability to see, feel, hear, taste, smell, experience, or walk through, or currently be present in anything at all. You are aware of this, and you do embody this more than you're giving yourself credit for. And Agartha would like to re-welcome you into their realm. They would like to help you find what will make you happy. What do you want your day to look like? Where do you want to be geographically, or which realm do you want to walk through every day? You have a lot more creative liberty than the amount that you utilize to get you to this point, because you continue to take the higher vibrational realm, the higher vibrational route. Now this caused, they're saying almost more pain than it was worth, but this got you to a very peculiar and unique place that opens you up to more than you could even fathom at this current moment in time. And again, please tap into the energy of nothing is impossible. Nothing at all. They would like to work through you. They're showing me almost like a marionette puppet, but with crystal healing light. They're showing me, like when somebody holds your hand or to show you how to shoot pool or how to golf or something like this, but with crystalline energy work. In a very Agarthan traditional sense. They would like to pass on some of their heritage to you. And they would like you to stand in this truth or this power of this connectivity that you currently have within your conscious vessel. Everything is not meant to be released as long as you are in your body. And this is not something that is often taught. Because as we release our vessel, and when our priority, when our goal is ascension or divine bliss or connection with God or embodiment with light or connection to the universe, however you will explain this energy, the last thing that we release is our body. But what is encoded within that body is so much more important and holds so many more answers and much more magic and ability than is currently in your worldview. Allow yourself to be surprised. Allow yourself to float into this magic and allow yourself to utilize it on a day-to-day basis. You are allowed to dictate what your day looks like. You will fall into more abundance and you will experience more happiness. You're noticing that your life is becoming more and more like a fantasy, more and more like a fairy tale. And they're saying that there is a reason for all of this lore and for all of these abilities that you have. And this is because all lore comes from memory. One cannot invent or create something that does not already exist elsewhere. There is a reason that you feel connected to this reading today. There's a reason that you were drawn towards it today. And there's also a reason why Agartha and Lemuria teamed up today, as well as me and Lexi. None of these things are coincidences. All of these things intertwine. And all of these things are meant to be unfolded. And the pure, possible, and beautiful, glorious, grateful magic that lies within is the point, is the message. And all of this lies within you. Again, for this group specifically, please connect with Agartha on your own time. Now, if you are experienced with connecting with Agartha, you will find a Lemurian gateway here. Please walk through it. If you are experienced connecting with Lemuria, you will find an Agarthan gateway there, if you need somewhere to look. Don't underestimate what is within you, the earth, or the very particles of the realm that you live and breathe every single day. There's so much magic that is being unearthed. They're saying pun intended, oh haha. And there's also a reason that they chose to channel through me today using the name of Agartha as opposed to Shambhala or Shangri-La. So, utilize the letters for a sense of understanding, a deeper sense of perhaps numerology or sound healing or whatever that may be. But allow yourself to tap into peace and magic and satisfaction. Create your life. Dare to be more magical. Allow yourself to be shown your true potential. And stand on that. Truly stand on that. Okay, group number 2, this was your channeled message from Agartha. I really hope this helped shed love, light, and clarity on your situation, and this was a phenomenal message, I have to say. That was fun. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this beautiful realm, and please go and check over out on Lexi's channel. Go watch her video from Lemuria. Link is in the description box. As always, it is an honor and a privilege to tap into your energy and Agartha and Lexi's energy as well as we make this collaboration. So thank you again for being here. I hope to see you next time, and namaste. Hello, my loves of group number 3. Thank you so much for being here today. Today we're taking a look at your channeled message from Agartha. Now, you selected the 3rd group with Divine Detour. And before I start, I'd like to mention that this video is in collaboration with the wonderful and incredibly talented Lexi the Leo. So please go ahead and hop over onto her channel when you're done with this message to see what other messages you have. Her sector of the reading is on Lemuria. So, super excited. You selected this Divine Detour, and how fitting that I snuck that in right after I started your introduction. So, this is letting me know that you are starting to recognize that every reason has a season, every season has a reason. Some things are a lesson, others are blessings. But with Divine Detour, Agartha wants to come through and let you know, here we go. They're opening up for me now. They want you to know that you are starting to notice that nothing is an accident or synchronicity, or nothing is an accident or really a synchronicity. Everything is a conscious and very empirically and conscientiously placed piece of the universe, even those things that we might consider to be divine detours. Now, it's very interesting that this is coming up as a reading from Agartha, because this might be something that you have wanted to connect with for a long time, and maybe you've been connecting with things that are around Agartha and not come to the central point. Or there's also an indication that it can be the other way around as well, such as maybe you're connecting with Agartha and maybe you need to be tapping into Lemuria. Maybe you're tapping into certain things that are kind of a roundabout way of entering a realm that is right in front of your face. Now, this can be spiritual, but it doesn't have to be. This can also be financial. This can be emotional. This can be mental. This can be physical. There is an indication here that there's something that you are unconsciously avoiding, or something that you keep meaning to get around to, and it seems that there continues to be little detours along the way. But I don't know if any of you have seen the show The Good Place, but they're showing me in that show, time is described as being in the shape of a Jeremy Baramy, which is of course not a real unit of measurement, but it's a roundabout way of saying that things have a roundabout way of making sense. And even those things that seem the most convoluted are truthfully still, they have a pattern to them. You might be interested or fascinated in sacred geometry, and they're also showing me patterns that don't repeat themselves. They still will. They're just a little bit more convoluted. So you might be, there are also patterns that are ever unfolding, infinitely like the universe itself, or pi, 3.14159, okay? This is a divine detour. You might be noticing that maybe you step on a 3 and you think the next one would be a 2 or a 4, and instead it's a 1. And this might not make sense to you. Are they playing corn? I'm sorry. Someone just drove past my window. This is interesting. I keep feeling that different things are calling my attention and my distraction, but they're also drawing my attention to this is how also what I do works, channeling as well. Everything that seems to be irrelevant truly is not. A lot of times, the things that for me are little tangents are the things that resonate with those people that really need it the most. Nothing is an accident. The fact that this is a little bit crooked and the fact that this is a little bit crooked is not an accident either. And the fact that you're still here listening to this indicates that there's a message that you really need to hear. Your soul is yearning for more here. Now, to channel Agartha, please, they're saying mostly directly. For this group, particularly, they would like me to utilize my own conscious vessel and conscious interpretation of what they're showing me, what I'm feeling, what they're sharing with me, as opposed to the other piles where they were a little bit channeling more directly through me. So there's almost this indication here with your divine detours. This is kind of an opportunity for you to have your own self-exploration, self-creation, to add a little bit of self into all that you're learning, all that you do, to find that one unique passageway, okay? And again, there's something that seems to be so inherently you, but maybe you feel the need to learn a little bit more, or to go do this first, or something like this, that there's always something that needs to come first. Whatever it is, you're being asked to face it unafraid. And of course, yes, but you have to do this first, but you have to have enough, list the chakra, okay, and find something that will go there. Sure. You can harness that energy on a moment's notice, out of your own volition, and take that step that you've been afraid to take. It's very interesting to me that you did select the Divine Detour card, because this has to do with finding balance between light and dark, and finding that middle road, which can sometimes seem like a bit of a detour, particularly if you're on a path of ascension. To be totally balanced, it means that you are not only in light, only in darkness, you've transmuted the two, and you're walking the path in between. So sometimes when we follow our heart, we'll find that it doesn't necessarily always resonate with what we would consider to be the highest vibrational outcome, or what we would consider to be the light attribute, or the dark attribute. I know some people recently, in just pop culture in general, have been very drawn towards their villain era, okay? There's a reason for everything. Everything in the universe is divinely orchestrated and put there synchronistically, conscientiously, consciously, and purposefully. Now, there's an interesting thing here. It's I'm hearing it's it's the journey, man, not the destination. Okay. This is very interesting. Now, Agartha, will you please channel through me a little bit more so I can pull out a beautifully precise message for group 3, please? Okay, they're telling me I'm doing a good job, but that they will appease to my demands. So thank you. I appreciate that. We've got Judgment coming out here. Wow, Divine Detour with the wheel and Judgment popping out. Everything's working in your favor, and you're already aware of this, but it's a little bit, it's less than this. It's more so the fact that everything is as it should be, and you are part of the creation. You're not only part of the creation, but you are part of the creator as well. You are the one that gets that final say. You are the one that gets to say whether or not something is in your highest interest, which is very interesting, because if we look at sine waves, or we look at hertz frequencies, and call that a vibration, name a chakra, okay? Again, whatever framework that you utilize, and you find a higher, a lower, a left, a right, a diagonal, a light, a dark, a neutral, a balance, whatever this is, there's always going to be a central point, and there's always going to be an external perspective. You can always orient something a little bit differently. They're showing me the Earth spinning on its plane, on its axis, okay? What we think will be upside down might be right side up for somebody else. What we think might be light for us will be dark for somebody else. And you get to utilize the different fragmentations, the different refractions of light, of golden healing light source energy, in order to create whatever it is that you want through you. And I think that's part of the reason why Agartha was so adamant about me adding my own personality or person on this reading, although I'm feeling that they're with me a lot stronger than they were in the beginning. I was like, hey, really, group 3? Come on. We have Princess of Wands, Universe, 8 of Wands. Okay. There are messages all within and around you. Nothing is not a sign. Everything is perfectly coded. Chalk it up to binary code, chalk it up to angel numbers, chalk it up to God, chalk it up to the universe, chalk it up to the golden ratio, whatever you want, okay? The fact of the matter is, you are able now to understand and unfold and read and interpret messages from a higher perspective than you have before. You've closed out a chapter of needing to interpret things because you now inherently know them. This is clairsentience at its finest here, but it's a little bit larger than that. This is not perhaps claiming spiritual or psychic abilities and being connected with source, being connected with oneness. And the only difference there is that one falls under an umbrella, whereas the other is the umbrella, okay? And there's an indication that your uniqueness, your personality, is exactly why you're almost being encouraged to create more divine detours for yourself. I'm hearing you've got life to live, you've got places to go, you've got people to see, you've got stuff you want to do. You might as well go out and do it. Now, 8 of Wands. Learn that language. Pick up that course. Travel to that place. Talk to that person. Do the thing. Send the message. Create your life okay? Allow yourself to experience the magic that you can create, okay? There's an indication that you are very, very well aware of what lies within you, whether it's your desires, your abilities, your connection, your cosmic abilities, whatever this is. Agartha is asking you to put it out there more. Not in a way that is asking to be seen, not in a way that is even overtly trying to help yourself or anybody else, just to allow yourself to fully express and fully experience your vessel. Now, group number 3, I'm getting that you might not hang around these parts too often. And if you do, perhaps you don't typically incarnate in, there's something about your current reincarnation that is unique to you. And of course, all of it will be, right? Your skin, your hair, your eyes, your ideas, your thoughts, your vessels, your emotions. This is all inherently unique to you, always. And it's beautiful and perfect. And they would like you to utilize that perfection and see what it is like, almost to play that avatar. There's an indication that you're so tapped in with source, with oneness, with your higher self, with the cosmos, that when you ground yourself, you almost feel as though you are, I'll say, playing a video game, like you're playing a sim, or you are utilizing your avatar, and that is perfect. They are glad that you have stepped into this version of your life, this chapter. And they want you to be a little bit, it's interesting, they're using the word like sloppy or messy or chaotic with it a little bit, because they know that you're responsible enough not to make a mess, but they want you to make a beautiful mess. They want you to slap paint on a canvas and see what the universe dictates because of the law of physics, or because of angels or synchronicities or the wind or whatever it is. Just splatter some paint on a canvas and see what it looks like, literally, with your life, okay? Don't be afraid to not be so tactical all the time. King of Pentacles. Oh, and also know that if you are feeling that there is abundance out there for you, in whichever way, okay, whether this is abundance as far as living on a homestead, or it's abundance as far as having $1 million, or it's abundance as far as having a beautiful community, okay, or just like 1 million animals, whatever abundance means to you. It can just mean being, fat and happy and having that like Buddha belly laugh, whatever abundance means for you. You are like, I'm hearing strike while the iron's hot, okay? And I'm also hearing that it's right under your nose, okay? So you're being given a very unique opportunity to almost like, not timeline hop, but they're showing me a direct refraction of light. They're showing me a prism and the rainbow that comes from the prism, okay? But like, you have an opportunity like to transition between red to orange, or from yellow to green, to embody that space in between in order to direct where the energy is going to go next, okay? Divine detour, but you make your own fortitude, because you're strong enough to be responsible with this. You're strong enough, you have what it takes within you in order to live the life that you want, no matter how big or bold or silly or imperfect it might be, because it is perfect, because it's you, because it was your idea. So it only has to be perfect for you. That is what they're exploring here and asking you to explore. They're asking for you to be a little bit, it's like brave is not the right word, but bold. They want you to be a little more bold, okay? We have death and rebirth. Ooh, don't be afraid to show up looking like something else the next day. Don't be afraid to up and move, to up and leave, to up and change your hair, up and change whatever. I'm hearing that song from Hannah Montana, You'll Always Find Your Way Back Home. I forgot about that song. I think it was because we were talking about you can change your hair and you can change your clothes. You can change your mind. It's just the way it goes. Okay. Oh, we have DDD 444. Ooh, there we go. You have recently come into some knowledge or refracted some old knowledge in a new way. Okay. Some of you are experiencing a new form of your spiritual gifts, okay? There's an indication that you might have recently opened up a new rabbit hole, or you might have opened up a new chapter of your spiritual journey. And you are leading, it's interesting, it's like you already have these truths, but you are seeing them from a different perspective. Like maybe you tap into, just to put it very plainly, maybe you tap into golden light, and you did it through your crown chakra. Now you're experiencing it through your throat chakra. And then again, you'll experience it through your solar plexus. And then you'll experience it through your heart and your sacral and your pineal and your root, okay? There's kind of this indication that you are looking at the same axis point, but you're having the opportunity to create your own detours here to spin around, because your ability to go within, to find your own center is so beautiful here. It's so honest, so trustworthy, so purified. And that's why you're being entrusted to make your own little beautiful mess, because it will be a pure, beautiful, healing, well-intended mess, a humanitarian mess, even if you're not actively holding that intention, because that's inherently who and what you are. And that's beautiful and super cool to see, might I add. Now, the question comes up, why is this coming from Agartha, of all places? They're the realm of adventure. They're the realm of fantasy, the realm of fairy tale. They're the realm of possibility. They're the realm of every single mystical lore creature, pretty much, that you can think of. They are the realm of what lies beneath the surface. A lot of times, people will, I'm hearing over-romanticize or over-fantasize aspects of their life, and Agartha is challenging this perspective. They're saying, is there such thing as over-romanticizing your life? Is there such thing as over-fantasizing your life? Now, what is a delusion? I'd like you to find your own answer to that. Not what you hear on TikTok, not what you hear on the internet, not what you read in Webster's dictionary. What would you define as a delusion? Now, why does it sound so much like the deconstruction of an illusion? It almost sounds like you hit the jackpot somewhere, and that there's a part of you that's rejecting the truth, and therefore it's going towards a divine detour. Take another look at what you claim to be impossible. Take another look at what you desire and you feel like it's a little bit silly. There's a reason for this. And don't think that the universe didn't knowingly place this within you. Don't think that you didn't knowingly place this within you. Let yourself make a little bit of a mess. Be beautiful. There's no such thing as a mess. In fact, this entire realm is just a deconstruction of one source. This entire realm is a mess. You get to do whatever you want. Look at your body as an avatar. That's the point. You're here for a reason and a season, and also to enjoy yourself. And again, it is the journey, not the destination. Thank you, Agartha. Oh, we have Knight of Cups and 9 of Pentacles. What's in be? Oh, 3 of Wands in the middle. Okay. You continue to hold yourself back from something that you really desire, because you feel as though it is in everybody's best interest. It's in your best interest. Who are you to want that? Who are you to think that? Why you? How could it possibly be you? Okay. And we have the Sun. There's death popping out again of its own volition. 4 of Wands and Knight of Wands. Look at this. Your happiness is one impulsive decision away. Now, some readings, the energy that I read, it's like, be more tactical. Some, it's follow your heart, be more emotional. This, it's follow those impulses. Let yourself make a mess for once. Okay? Don't hate the player, hate the game. But don't hate anything. Fill it with love. Don't love the player, love the game. There you go. Although you should be loving yourself and everything and everyone that you come into contact with, okay? Because we are all one. Anyway. Pardon my cheesiness. Agartha is showing me ancient Egypt. They are showing me Lemuria. They're showing me Tartary. That's come up a bit in this. Okay, and first and foremost, they are showing me themselves. They're showing me walls of caves and portals with ancient writings and scriptures and stories and lore written on them. Now, it's interesting how beyond a realm and how far in the past Agartha seems from us, many light years away. Loosely. And with that being said, Agartha has their own perspective of this as well. And they'd almost like to challenge you to tap into that also. If you see something as far away, but you're able to access it, what is far away to that? There's almost this indication if you are, say you are in Europe, and far away to you is Australia, then what's far away to Australia? What is, like, I'm talking about relativity, okay? It doesn't have to be a geographical location. I understand that map analogy got a little messy, but there, don't be afraid to make a mess. Agartha wants you to see the truth behind all things and allow yourself to deepen your perspective by taking on the perspective of not other people, but other places, other vantage points. Allow yourself to climb a mountain and enter the cave and see the path that you're walking on from the cave. Allow yourself to continue hiking up the mountain to the summit, but maybe the summit wasn't your goal. Maybe it was a tree that was right after the summit. Allow yourself to get a little bit creative, get a little bit spunky, get a little bit unexpected. I'm hearing never let them know your next move. There is this fire. It's more like plasma. They're showing me a quasar, actually. They're also showing me a binary black star system. Okay, so allow yourself to tap into the primordial chaos or inherent chaos of this realm. You have a direct line to bliss, to peace, to source, to love, to stillness, to Ananda, okay? And this is gorgeous. And they are almost challenging you. Where can you put that? Where can you put that? What color can you put that in? What geographical location can you put that in? What art can you put that in? What corner of which realm would you like to put that in? And Agartha is saying, hello. Thank you for connecting with us. We would like a slice as well. But it's not about taking or even giving or receiving. It's about connecting consciously, connecting purposefully, connecting joyously, allowing yourself to be so connected that you're detached and so detached that you're connected, finding that paradox, finding that mess and just embracing it, embodying it, living right in the middle of it, allowing yourself to do everything and nothing at the same time. Whatever that means for you. Let yourself make the decision to slap some paint on a canvas, but leave the decision of where the paint goes up to the universe. They're showing me something I've always wanted to do, which is go to an airport or a train station and say, hey, I'll take whatever's leaving at 5 p.m. I don't care where it is. And then just spend a week there. Or go on a journey with no destination in mind. There's an energy of this or something like this that's coming up, almost like a spiritually nomadic, okay? And there's this essence here where you are starting to learn what it means to be one sliver of the universe and the entire universe at the same time. There's an element where you are figuring out what it means to be absolutely bright, the brightest star in the entire solar system and the entire universe. And also be aware that you look at a dot and it's a star. You go to that star, you look at a dot, it's a galaxy. You go to that galaxy, you look at the dot, and it's another universe. And everything can be refracted from there, zoomed in, zoomed out, as much as you'd like. And allow yourself to embody the largeness, the miracles, and the paradoxes of being who and what you are inherently. You are a soul in a physical, tangible vessel, but all matter is energy. You have your own mind, but you are part of a larger plan. You are a whole. You are the whole of which there are parts, and you are also a part of that whole. Let yourself color between the lines. Interesting, they said between the lines. Let yourself color in between and outside the lines. Let yourself make a little bit of a mess, have a little bit of fun, go explore magic. Now, if you were in Agartha, and they are equating Agartha to this particular pile as like fairy tale land, okay, where they're showing me like there are centaurs and werewolves and mermaids and mythical creatures and fairies and giants and talking trees and mushroom systems that are intelligent and lots of colors, and they're showing me like almost a psychedelic effect filled with beautiful magical creatures from all different realms, okay? If you were just frolicking through this, what would you want to do? Would you want to go ride a unicorn? Would you want to go travel the world? Would you want to go make art? Would you want to go hide in a cave and meditate? Would you want to learn the songs of the mer people? What would you want to do? You can do that from where you're at. You literally can. And whether you're tapping into Agartha, or you're tapping into Sirius, or you're tapping into Arcturus, or you are tapping into your internal world, or you're just walking around, bopping down the street, saying hi to your friendly old neighbors. Tap into this energy. Let yourself expand. Let yourself paint and be painted. Let yourself express. Let yourself explode. Don't be afraid to be a huge, bright, shining, dying star, just like the sun. The sun provides life for many, and that is not why it does what it does. And from our perspective, everything that we even see in the sky doesn't even exist anymore. And that's very much from an external perspective, who, what, and where we are as well. So, while you're here, mostly, let yourself die and rebirth many, 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 many times. Who says you can't switch it up today, tomorrow, rechange your mind, unchange your mind, Flip 180, flip 360, pick up a skateboard, pick up a surfboard, go do whatever it is that you want. Your life is to create. And there's somebody out there thinking, well, in real life, you have bills to pay. This is real life. You have bills to pay because that's a refraction of your mind. Money is an energy. Your body is energy. Every single thing that you think is tangible is made up of energy and is at least in one particle of its being conscious, because we are all made up of star stuff. Insert Carl Sagan. If you choose to live the life that you desire, you are forming abundance. When you let yourself move, flow, give abundance, you allow yourself to receive abundance. And abundance, whatever abundance means to you, you will have an endless, overflowing abundance of said abundance. And this will be financial. You'll be able to provide for this. This will be mental. You'll be feeling healthy and happier, more serotonin, more dopamine in your brain, doing what it is that you want to do. Emotionally, you'll be feeling more satisfied. You'll be feeling more beautiful inside and out. And you will notice that everything transforms and shifts the way that you are deciding that it will. So let yourself get colorful. Oh, why is there a white feather just floating outside my window? Gorgeous. We know why. We know why. Because everything is as it should be, and there are no accidents in the realm. And you have an opportunity to shake it up a little bit. You have an opportunity to go paint and be painted. Okay? Go take that opportunity. Who freaking cares? This is real life. Don't love the play or love the game. This is real life, and that means whatever you want it to mean. Okay, there are a couple more messages in here for you from Agartha. Some of you have connected with Agartha before. Some of you have a shrine or a temple in a mystery location that you go to when you meditate, or that your soul has been before and you're trying to find it. Agartha is saying, we are here. Hey, it's us. What's up? They're saying it's here. I was going to say for some of you, they can take you there, but no, I'm feeling that it's there. Okay. Some of you have like this shrine or this safe space or this happy place or a physical geographical location within another realm that you're kind of you got your finger on, you're looking for, you've been sniffing around a little bit, you feel it somewhere within you. Okay. Agartha is saying you can find it here. Okay. There's an emphasis. They're showing me like you in this little place. Okay, little sanctuary type spot for you, and maybe it's in a little bubble. Okay, you see what's directly around you, and you can have energies come and go. Insert your sanctuary and exit your sanctuary. Okay, but when it comes to seeing what's outside of it, maybe you can see where you went after that, or where you went before that, but you can't necessarily see the surroundings of said sanctuary. Okay, walk around that realm. Agartha is saying, we are cracking this open for you. You now can open up the door and see what's outside. Okay, this no longer has to be something that you pass through or a place where you go to find sanctuary. This is now a new place that you've unlocked. They're showing me like on a video game, like in a open world game where you kind of like unlock different places of the map that you can go to and have your little adventures and stuff. They're saying that you've now unlocked this entire section of the map. Okay, so you can now go traverse here and communicate with the beings. Okay, something that's coming up very strongly there. Okay, and there's going to be something or someone that you've connected with, but it would have been through like, they're saying like a blip or a glitch in the matrix, or they came to you or something like this. You're now going to be able to spiritually or astrally or cosmically, however it resonates with you, you are going to be able to go there. Okay, for some of you, this is physical. Okay, you might be given an opportunity to travel exactly where you need to be, exactly at the right time, and end up exactly in front of somebody's face you were not expecting. But some part of you would have expected a little bit. Some part of you knew that if you weren't bold enough to create this beautiful mess of a life, to paint and be painted, that you wouldn't have stumbled upon that. And you know that you're following your guidance. So don't keep yourself small. That doesn't even exist. Don't worry about being too big. That doesn't exist either. Don't be afraid to be seen. Don't have the intention of being seen or not being seen. Don't have the intention of anything other than enjoying yourself right now. And this doesn't have to be overly indulging in pleasures, and it doesn't have to be restricting them from yourself either. This is authentic expression. 8 of Wands and the Sun. Authentic expression to bring about your own wish fulfillment because you've done the work to uncover your truth. And through this creates an endless cycle of truth and purity for you. That's going to lead you into exactly the type of abundance that you always wanted, didn't know how to access, and always kind of felt was for you, and you were always able to tap into that quite a bit. okay? And you're going to be able to experience a lot more of this abundance, a lot more permanently, and loyally is coming up as well than you've ever experienced before. Also, they're showing me anzu birds, they're showing me deer, they're showing me lobsters, okay? And I'm also hearing the song Penguin by Christina Perri, okay? So, you have this clarity, okay? Go enjoy with it, go explore with it, go have fun with it. You don't need to keep it to yourself, you don't need to wave it around showing other people, just be. It is about the journey. You're already at your destination. So what are you gonna do there? You're gonna set up camp, you're gonna go for a hike, you're gonna go paint, you're gonna go have fun, you're gonna go tumble around, roll around in the dirt. What are you gonna do? You're already at your destination. It's your body. It's this life. And it's so precious. Go explore. Explore the places you have access to from here. And go explore this little sanctuary spot of yours. Tap into this energy, this little guide, this little friend, whatever it is. Okay? Agartha wants you to know that it is amongst you and within you at all times. And so, with knowing that it is just so close that you can literally taste it, you can literally feel it, it is literally on the brink of your reality, what are you going to do with that? Because you can do anything that you want. Wreak beautiful havoc. Love yourself. And love everything around you. You see how connected everything is, and you know exactly what's possible. And it's everything. So, with that, if you could do anything that you wanted, with any amount of magic, in any realm, what would you do? Do that. Yes, you can. Alright, group number 3. What a cool little fun reading. Thank you so much for being here today. Please don't forget to check out Lexi's message from Lemuria. The link will be in the description box. I hope this helps shed love, light, and clarity on your situation, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this beautiful realm. I love you with my entire heart, and thank you so much for being here. I'll see you next time. Namaste.